Hey class, today we're going to be talking about health and fitness goals. The lesson objective is by the end of today, you're going to set 2 fitness goals and 1 health goal. Goal number 1, you're going to create an overall fitness goal for the next 8 weeks. Goal number 2, you're going to create a goal for your curl up test. And if you haven't taken the pre-test yet, please open up the push up and curl up assignment and take that before you set your goal. And then goal number 3 is you're going to create a goal for the first aid and safety post test. And again, if you haven't taken the pre-test yet, the assignment's still open. You can open that up and take it before you set your goal. We all know that exercise helps us physically, but more specific, what exactly are the physical benefits? It helps maintain a healthy body weight. It helps lower blood pressure. It helps decrease the risk of heart disease. It can help lower the risk of type 2 diabetes, reduce the risk of certain cancers, increase muscle strength and function. It can also improve bone health and strength. It can also help promote positive mental health, and it can also reduce the risk of dementia later in life. Along with physical benefits, there's a lot of mental benefits as well. Taking a look at those, exercise not only changes your body, it changes your mind, your attitude, and your mood. And then more specifically, what it does is it increases your well-being, it boosts your brain power, increases your confidence, improves sleep, increases self-esteem, reduces anxiety, increases your mood, reduces depression, increases your energy level, and also reduces your stress levels. The way we're going to create our goals, we're going to use the SMART acronym. And we just don't want to set a goal that says, I want to be healthier. We all want to be healthier. We don't want to set a goal that says, I want to be more physically fit. Okay, we all should want to be, more physically fit. But specifically, what exactly do we want to accomplish in the next 8 weeks? The S stands for specific. The M stands for measurable. The A stands for achievable. The R stands for relevant. And the T stands for timely. And we're going to watch a short video here in a second to help to explain each one. And then after the video, I'll explain each one as well before we set our goals. Let's take a look at the video, guys.
Goal setting is a powerful tool in increasing productivity. In fact, setting goals can increase your productivity by 11 to 25%. But actually setting and working towards goals can be challenging. So let's get smart about goals. S. Specific. Ask yourself what you want to accomplish. And most importantly, why? M. Make it measurable. Are you able to tell when you've reached your goal? A. Attainable. Goals should stretch you so you feel excited, but within your current ability. R. Relevant. Set goals that are going to positively impact your life. Does this goal fit in with your other life's goals and dreams? T. Time-based. A goal with a time deadline will create a sense of urgency and give you the energy you need to complete it. Finally, once you achieve your goal, it's time to celebrate and set the next goal.
All right, let's take a look at each one of these. The first one is specific. What exactly do you want to achieve? Every person's at a different level of fitness. When I look at your fitness logs, some of you guys work out 7 days a week. Others of you, maybe 1 day a week. And so it doesn't matter if you work out 7 days a week or 1 day a week. We can all set specific goals to hopefully improve our level of fitness. This is the who, what, when, and where. Some good examples of goal setting include I'll go on a 30-minute walk at least 4 days a week on my treadmill. And so it's specific. It says 30 minutes, so you can set a minute goal. What exactly activity are you doing? I'm walking for at least 4 days a week on my treadmill. Or you can set a goal on how far you want to walk, or how fast you want to walk, or how fast you want to run, or how far you want to run. Those can all be great goals. Another example is I'll practice soccer for 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. And these, if you set goals that have a certain number of minutes, a certain activity, they're really easy to check to see if you can measure those to see if you're reaching your goal or not. And then the third one is I'll complete a 30-minute exercise video at least 3 times a week. And you don't have to be specific on the exercise video. You shouldn't do the same exercise every single day. And so if you would just want to put exercise video and then you can do different kinds of exercises, that's perfectly fine as well. And then some of you guys don't have a whole lot of space. Some of you guys don't have any equipment. And a lot of you guys put that I walk around your neighborhood with your family or friends. And so if you put on there, I'll walk around my neighborhood for 30 minutes, 3 days a week, that's perfectly fine as well. And then some not so good examples that aren't very specific. I want to get healthier. That is a general thing that everybody should want, but we want to be more specific than that. And then just like I want to exercise more, we want to be more specific than that as well. The M stands for measurable. How will you know if you achieved it? This can be measured by minutes or days, just like the last goals. 30 minutes a day, 4 days a week, or 1 hour a day, 5 days a week. Those are all good examples. I'm going to ride my bike for at least 30 minutes, 4 days a week. That's a good example. A bad example, I'm going to ride my bike each week. Because if you put, I'm going to ride my bike each week, if you hop on there for 30 seconds, technically you met your goal, but that's not very good for your health, only being on there for 30 seconds. And then how are we going to keep track of this? How are we going to measure it? You'll keep track of your fitness goal by your weekly fitness log. There'll be a box that checks yes or no each week. Sometimes you'll have good weeks, sometimes you'll have bad weeks, but you're going to check to see if you met your fitness goal each week for the next 8 weeks. The A stands for achievable. Are you going to reach it? Or are you setting yourself up for failure? And this is kind of tricky because you want to make the goal hard enough where you have to work for it, but you don't want to make it too hard where you're never going to get to it. And so there's a fine line in between, how to set your goals so that way you don't make them too hard or you don't make them too easy. And you can always adjust your goals. So let's say your goal is to, if you set it too low and you reach it the first week, then you can always adjust your goal. So, the next week you can try to get better, the next week you can try to get better, and so on. So for example, if your goal is, in some of your fitness goals, you guys have written in your fitness logs that you want to run a certain time on a mile, and that's a perfect fitness goal. But if you're somebody who, let's say, runs a 12-minute mile, don't make your goal by the end of the trimester or semester to run a 7-minute mile. And so in the next 8 weeks, you're not going to cut 5 minutes off your mile. Now, your goal could be eventually down the road, next year, the year after, if you keep working, you can get to a 7-minute mile, and you can do that. But in the next 8 weeks, it's not very realistic if you're going to cut 5 minutes off your mile time. And so a more realistic goal could be, you want to run 11 minutes or 11:15. Or you could set your goal to each week, I want to take 10 seconds off my mile time. Okay. That'd be a good goal as well. If your fitness level is great right now, you're somebody who exercises, who there's a couple ladies that I have that play softball every day of the week, and then they play games or tournaments. And so if your fitness level is great right now, you can set a goal to maintain your level of fitness. And so if you're working out 7 days a week, make your goal that I will maintain this level of fitness for the next 8 weeks. And so you could also, if you're exercising every day, maybe if you're exercising for 30 minutes a day, maybe stretch it out to maybe 40 minutes, maybe stretch it out to 50 minutes, maybe stretch it out to an hour, or try to get an hour a couple days a week. And so just set your goal to try to improve just a little bit. The R stands for relevant. Is it important to you? If the goal is important to you, you're not going to accomplish it. You're not going to want to do it. And it should be something you want to do. If it's not important, you're not going to achieve it. For example, if you love soccer, make a soccer goal. If you love to dance, make a dancing goal. If you like to run, make a running goal. If you don't exercise much, choose any exercise that you like or you're willing to do or you're willing to try. And so this is why everybody's going to create their own goal specific to you, because each person in here likes to do a different activity or a different exercise. And so if you love to do something, make that your goal, make that you'll want to do that 3, 4, 5 times a week. And then hopefully you can achieve it. And then lastly is time bound or timely. Your goal should have a time frame, a beginning and an end date. You shouldn't have a goal that says, I want it by the end of this year, I want to accomplish this. That'd be fine. But your goal shouldn't be that I want to be healthier forever. I want to exercise more forever. It should have an end date. And then like in the video, and once you reach that end date or reach your goal, you celebrate your accomplishments. And so our end date is going to be the end of this trimester. And so it'll be in March. It'll be about 8 weeks long. And that'll be the end date for all 3 of our goals. And then each week we'll check in to see if you're accomplishing your fitness goal. And then at the end of the trimester, we'll take our curl-up test. We'll take our first aid test. And then we'll see if we met those goals as well. This is going to be your time to work. The first goal, and this is a picture of your assignment. The first goal just says, describe your weekly fitness goal for the trimester. Remember to make them specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. Examples could be, I'll lift weights for 30 minutes 4 times a week. I would like to run for 30 minutes 3 to 4 times a week. I'll run around my neighborhood for 30 minutes 5 days a week. Each week I'd like to run a 7-minute mile. I'd like to ride my bike for 60 minutes a day, at least 3 days a week. I will complete a 30-minute home workout 4 days a week. I'll practice at least 30 minutes a day of soccer, volleyball, basketball, or whatever sport you do, at least 4 days a week, or any goal that you would like to use. And then it says, please complete the sentence. My weekly fitness goal for that trimester is, and again, make sure you put how many minutes, what exactly you're doing, and then how many days you're doing it. The next goal you're going to set is your sit-up goal. And then it says, using your sit-up score from a few weeks ago, you'll set a sit-up goal for the end of the trimester. Try to make the goal attainable, but not too easy, as well as realistic. And so if you're somebody who on the sit-up test got 30, okay, your goal by the end of the trimester might be 35 or 38. That'd be a realistic goal. But it says here, how many sit-ups did I complete on the first test? And then set a goal for the end. If you can't remember how to find your score for the sit-up test, here's how you do it. If you go into your classwork, all you have to do is open the assignment. And if you open the assignment, if you open up the assignment, it should say you've already responded because you've already turned it in. On here, it'll also say edit your response. If you want to edit your response, you can open it back up. And then you'll see here, just like I filled it out, here's my name, here's my grade. And if you scroll down, there's the goal that I made before I did the test. Right here it says how many correct sit-ups did I complete? Okay, 50. And so you can use that score. So maybe the second test or the test at the end of the trimester, maybe my goal is 55, or maybe I want to push myself and my goal will be 60. And the third goal is the first aid and safety post-test. And on here it says, what is your score on the pre-test? If you can't remember what you scored on the pre-test, you can open up your classwork. You can go to classwork. You can open up the first aid and safety pre-test. You can open up your form. And if you've already turned it in, it'll say you've already responded. It'll also say view your score. Right here, you can see that my total points was 10 out of 30. And so if I go back to my assignment, I could see that I got 10 out of 30, and then I would set a goal for my post-test at the end. Okay, if I got 10 out of 30, hopefully everybody's goal is to get an A on the post-test. And so right here it says it is out of 30 points. And so you can set your goal for how many you want to get out of 30 points. If anybody's struggling to find your curl-up test score, or anybody struggling to find your first aid and safety pre-test score, please let me know. Send me a message through Remind, send me a message through Google Classroom, and I'll help you out. I'll find it for you and I'll send it to you. But some weekly reminders, please make sure you turn in your fitness log each week. Please make sure you turn in your week 5 weather emergencies assignment. And then please check your grade on Student View to see if you're missing any assignments. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.